First up tonight, it's a big change that could affect you and your family. Come the new year, Oregon schools can decide to reopen for in-person learning. We know that it has been an incredibly challenging year for students and parents and teachers. Those students all trying, of course, to navigate online learning, and the frustration they feel is clear.
I think it's a lot to ask of a 9-year-old to be able to pace their own day.
That was way different than I had ever known.
School is more than just the things that you read or the tests that you take.
Parents are worried that their kids are going to be left behind.
So now the goal is to try and get students back into the classroom by February 15th. Fox 12's Drew Marine is breaking down what you need to know and has reaction from parents and the Oregon Education Association. She joins us now live. Drew?
Right. On top of that new back-to-school goal, Governor Brown also says the current school metrics that help schools decide whether to reopen will no longer be mandatory, just advisory starting January 1st. There are some mixed feelings after Governor Brown made a big announcement about reopening Oregon schools today. She's asking state agencies like the Oregon Health Authority to continue helping Oregon school districts with a goal of getting more Oregon schools back to in-person learning, prioritizing elementary kids by February 15th.
It's not going to be the school setting that we left in March.
There's no doubt it's been a tough year for educators, students, and parents. They say it's been 9 long months full of learning how to adapt to distance learning, which has proven to be beneficial in some ways, but frustrating in others.
Juggling 3 different curriculum on top of our own sets of responsibilities, working and those kinds of things. It's tricky.
Brown's letter goes on to say school metrics will only be advisory, not mandatory, effective January 1st. The metrics will track the spread of COVID-19 and help schools decide when it's safe to reopen. But Brown is urging districts to keep an eye on the cases in their communities. Some, like John Larson, the president of the Oregon Education Association, say letting each district decide if and when they return to in-person learning is a bad idea.
Educators across the state have been working harder than they've ever worked in their lives. They went into this well-deserved break believing that they knew what was going to be their situation when they returned from break. And now we have 200 different districts with 200 different ideas of what that might look like. And so it's been very unfair to educators to put them through that.
While others, like Renee Gonzalez, a local parent and co-founder of ED300, say getting their kids back in class should be an option for parents.
Every part of their life has been disrupted, and every element of predictability for parents has been disrupted. So schools is a huge part of it, but it's really as much the structure and knowing that there's safe and healthy places for them to be and to grow that has been blown up in 2020. So this is a very positive step.
Portland Public Schools sent us a statement reacting to that announcement today. That reads in part, quote, "Just like everyone else, we so prefer and want our students in classroom-based learning. The last 9 months have been challenging for teachers, parents, and students. We just want to do that in a way that best ensures the safety of our teachers, staff, and students." We also asked Beaverton School District for a comment on today's letter, but they declined to comment at the moment. Live in Southeast Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.